All right, after Teleferro, Miss Teleferro TV. All right, let's talk about something. Because I've touched on this in a few vlogs, but I want to bring it to the forefront. You want to know what happened with Drake and Nicki Minaj? They got too popular. People don't understand what I mean by that. Let me try to break it down quickly. What happened was when Drake became number one, consensus. Like you might have your differences in who's your top five, but I think it's clear that if you asked 100 people, 90 of them would have Drake somewhere in their top five. That's a consensus number one. All right? If you asked 100 people, I'm pretty sure Drake would end up in people's top five more than any other rapper. I believe that. He's by far the most popular rapper right now. We ain't getting into that. We're just talking about in people's top five, regardless of his the lyrics, popular, all of it. Drake's the top five rapper. So when Meek felt as if though Drake had went at him on that Rico verse that was on Meek Mill's album at the time, a couple years ago, it hurt Meek because Drake has to write his lyrics. Drake couldn't be talking about me. Drake's number one. So Meek decided to go ahead and go on Twitter and say Drake got a ghostwriter this and he don't write his lyrics that. Meek was talking about Drake as if Drake wasn't a person. He talked about him as if he was an object. That's because Drake's that popular. Nicki Minaj. We don't even know. We believe that she dissed Remy Ma on that Gucci Man new track, Make Love. But at the end of the day, Nicki Minaj never said Remy Ma's name. Remy Ma responded with fire. She made it be clear. But to this day, we don't know if that was even for Remy Ma. It's that number one syndrome. It's that need to feel like you're number one to challenge the big dog. That there can't be two of us in this sport. Meek feels as though he's number one. Remember, at that time, Meek was on fire. New album had Nicki Minaj on fire. Remember, Remy Ma's on fire right now. Plutos Aplamo's album, I've listened to it a couple times. Still judging it, still giving you my opinion on it soon. I'm just trying to gauge some of the tracks. I'll listen to it again probably the next couple days. Remy Ma been tearing things up, of course, all the way up to success. She's been the biggest female rapper for the last 6 months. Wants that number one spot that Nicki has had for at least the last 7, 8 years. So anytime Nicki say something, Remy take it as a shot because she wants that spot. Anytime Gotti never says Dolph's name, but because Gotti's number one, Dolph takes it personal. They want that spot to be consensus. Now, there are many people who believe Dolph is number one in Memphis, King of Memphis. Many people believe Gotti's number one. But Gotti's that consensus, though. From the outside looking in, from the person that ain't from Memphis or from Tennessee or from Arkansas or Mississippi. Oh, yeah, shout out to Gotti, the King of Memphis in the building. Shout out Drake, the biggest rapper in the game. Nicki, the best female rapper. It's that need to be number one. It's that desire to be number one. And it's kind of that downfall to Nicki and Drake's. We're going to take Gotti out of this. We talking Nicki and Drake, that popularity that they have. Global icons. They're everywhere. They're bigger than just hip-hop. They're pop stars. And you feel it. Remy trying to destroy Nicki. Meek tried to destroy Drake with the ghostwriting claims. Hell, Meek and Remy both trying to destroy them. Saying they don't write their stuff. They've reached that point. People can say that about Wayne because he said I don't write my stuff. You could tell there's a bit of a writing process in what Nicki and Drake are doing. So when you get into that writing situation, people believe that it's not your writing, it's the ghost writing it, somebody else. So I just want to give you a little context to what Drake, and not feeling sorry for Drake or Nicki Minaj, but this is what they're dealing with. A different type of level of fame. That Will Smith type fame. That you too big for your own people type stuff. So you got to get writers and you don't care about the sport no more. So it's going to be interesting to see how Nicki Minaj responds to Remy Ma's diss record. Because she got to be careful. Drake played it right. He did the best way. But to be fair, Meek didn't respond with bars. Like, Meek didn't diss Nicki. Meek didn't diss Drake with bars. He dissed him with tweets. Remy dissed Nicki with bars. So Nicki's situation is a tad bit different. She got to respond with bars. And better bars than an already demoralizing Sheether track. Miss Telfair TV. My website coming soon. I'm out. If you're looking to book me for an interview video or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@ismrtelefaro.com. Again, that's booking@ismrtelefaro.com.